I went to the founding doc and said, hey, Don, I'm struggling because I want to find a way to really know, not as he used to say, not think, wish, hope, or pray. I want to know that our docs are happy. And he's like, why? I said, because the doc is the leader in the practice. And if our docs aren't happy with what's going on in the practice, what our team is doing from an administrative and support standpoint, then it's going to be ugly, and it's going to be ugly quickly. And it's way easier to take a preemptive move to satisfaction than trying to rebuild relationships. Because docs are not known for being overly communicative. And so they wouldn't just pick up the phone and call me and say, like, things are terrible, Margaret. What are you going to do about it? So we developed, he's like, okay, I've got something for you. And I said, great. He said, so why don't you try asking the doc to rate you and your team every single day of opening week, and then once a week for the first month of opening, and then at the end of the first quarter, and ask them to grade. I was like, okay, so rating. So we could use a Likert scale, 1 to 10, or we could use like the 7-point scale. And he's like, oh, no, just use like a grade in school, like,
so like
A through F.
C, D, or F.
Yeah.
And how'd that go? I'm fascinated by this.
Oh,
so how did that go?
That was so powerful, because I could, if I typically was there for every opening, but if I wasn't, I'd be calling them, and then, in week 2, 3, 4, and then end of first quarter, I would just call and say, Doc, rate me and my team in terms of our support of you and your team. And he's like, or she would say, a little uncomfortable with that. And I said, listen, no hurt feelings. No, I'm asking you. I want the honesty, because these are the gold nuggets. When we figure this out, we will figure out how to scale, right?
Yep.
This is a clinical company, and we need to have this partnership, and we can't scale without this partnership. So we need to know what we're doing right, what we're not doing right. So would you grade us? And they're like, okay. And so if they said anything lower than an A, I said, what do we need to do to get to an A? Not what do we need to do differently? What do we need to do to get to an A?
So you got to your answers really quickly. So you were able to find the problems really quickly and then go fix them. Where I think in a lot of organizations, they don't even know what the problems are. So it's hard to go.
There is a great quote from Ed Woolard, who was the former CEO of DuPont. And he had like 3 keys to success. 1, be an innovator. And once you identify a problem, be a problem solver, be a part of the solution. 2 is never stop learning, and never stop learning how to learn. And I believe the best teachers are the best students. Yep. And number 3, relationships are everything. Boom. I mean, that's kind of the heart of what I think leadership is when you're working probably anywhere, but for sure when you're working with a clinical team.